Hello, welcome to my kitchen. Let's start with one of the biggest misconceptions I see every year. Can I bring a light stick? The answer is yes, you can bring a light stick. And I know you went to the website, I know you read the rules and you saw something that said that you cannot bring things that have lights in it, but don't worry about it. By now they're used to K-pop fans bringing in their light sticks and yeah, nothing else ever gonna happen to you. I brought light sticks every single year they've had K-pop performances, and nothing has ever happened. If for some reason you have some sort of trouble at security when trying to get in, just pick a different line. But you will not have any trouble. Trust me. Just bring your light stick. You can bring a light stick. How long are the sets? If it's a headliner, you can expect the performance to last between 90 minutes to 2 hours. And if not, it's probably going to be around 45 minutes to 50 minutes. Which one is the K-pop stage? More than likely, you will find this year's K-pop pics at a stage called Sahara, which is very easy to recognize because of its giant curved roof. A good thing is that all stages are pretty high, so you can see from anywhere in the crowd. Keep in mind that Sahara is pretty much on its own side of the polo fields, and I recommend you check a map before arriving to the festival so you can see where everything is. Sahara is about a 10-minute walk to a decent-ish view from the main stage, and I have a video on my channel from my little trip from 르세라핌 at the Sahara stage to Tyler the Creator on the main stage, and I will link it in the description below. Do I need VIP to secure a spot in the front? No. While some stages do have a designated VIP spot near the stage or adjacent to the stage, you do not need it to get a good spot in the front. And also, while I'm at it, if you have a GA bracelet and are considering maybe switching to a VIP, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. It's not worth it. Don't do it. Okay, so how do I secure a spot in the front? I need you to listen to this very carefully, okay? Very carefully. You don't need to spend all day in front of a stage to get a good spot. You don't. You don't. I know. This is what makes one of the biggest difference between a regular K-pop show and Coachella. All day long, artists will be coming to the stage, and so will their fans. So all day long, the crowd will be rotating and the stage will empty and crowd again, and get empty and get crowded. People will come and people will go. If you watch any of my videos, you will see that if I'm not holding the rail, at most, I'm like 3 people away from barricade all the time, whether it was for headliner Blackpink or an undercard set like DPR, and I have never spent all day on one stage. Okay, so how do I get as front as possible? You can get there a set or two before the group's time slot. That's what I do, and it always works. For ATEEZ, I got their mid set of Peggy Goo, who was playing before them, and it was so nice. For 르세라핌 the next day, I got to the Sahara 2 sets before, and I had the absolute worst time in the crowd. Wait, are crowds bad at Coachella? I wouldn't say that, but the crowds and the atmospheres are very, very different to a regular K-pop show if that's your only reference. Keep in mind that there's probably gonna be around 8 to 10 different artists playing on the same stage all day long, with different genres of music and different target audiences, different vibes, different expectations. People will dance, people will push, people will mosh if that's what they expect from the artists they want to see. So as long as you keep that in mind, you will be fine. You just can't expect every crowd to be super well behaved and controlled because it's not realistic. However, I don't want to scare you. People at Coachella are always nice and helpful, and the vibes are amazing at all times. But sometimes we can all get carried away by the music. What should I bring to make sure I have a good time? The most important thing is a good attitude. And the second most important thing are comfortable shoes. Alert! Another big difference between Coachella and a regular K-pop show. Look, I know a lot of you love to dress up for K-pop shows, but we have to be realistic here. While big platforms might be okay for a show, because you can put up with it, for 3-4 hours, Coachella is a long day. And not only is it a long day, but it is a long, sweaty, hot tiring day. You need your Hokas, you need your Adidas Super Boost, you need those sneakers that you've been wearing every single day for the past 5 years. Do not come wearing platforms. Do not come here with Doc Martens that you have not broken in yet. Don't do that. Please bring comfortable shoes. Please, please, please. This is absolutely going to make or break your day. Bring comfortable shoes. Besides that, I always recommend bringing earplugs because the sound is crazy. Take care of your hearing now so you can continue having fun at shows for a long time. Remember that once you damage your hearing, there's no going back. I recommend a brand called Earpiece, which I got last year, and I like them because they come with different replacements. And I've also used another brand called Etymotic. Both are affordable and easy to get online, but anything you can bring is fine as long as you protect your ears. Another thing I always bring is a camelback because I'm always running between stages to catch as many sets that I can. And I also bring another small bag with me that carries all my necessities in it. I have another video dedicated to this topic only of everything that I bring with me to the festival. So if you're interested in knowing more about what you might want to bring inside the festival, you can check it out and I will link it in the description. Any general last minute recommendations? It doesn't matter if you're watching this a year before the festival or a week before. I really, really, really recommend that you get used to walking a lot with the time that you have. You're going to be walking a lot at the festival, and it's going to be so much easier going from being used to doing 5,000 steps to 15,000 than it will be going from, I don't know, 1,000-ish steps to those over 15,000 if you're not used to moving around. If you're not used to walking, if you're not used to working out, I really, really, really suggest that you try to get a little bit more active before the festival. It's going to help you out a lot. Another thing is make sure you hydrate a lot the week before the festival, especially if you're not used to drinking water. That way, when you arrive to the festival, you do so while being in a good state instead of starting out at zero, starting out dehydrated. Please, please take this seriously. I never see this mentioned anywhere, and it's so important. Remember, we're in the middle of the desert. It gets really hot. You're going to walk a lot. You need to be drinking water. But you need to start drinking water before so you don't come dehydrated already. My third tip is to bring a mask or a bandana because it gets windy a lot and there's a lot of dirt everywhere. Coachella cough is real and it can be a real pain to get rid of. So bring a mask and have a sinus rinse ready for you at the camp or back at your hotel, wherever it is that you're staying. This is going to be your number one ally. Do not avoid this. So now that you have your light stick ready, your earplugs ready, and your sneakers ready, you're good to go. In case this is your first time attending Coachella and you're doing car camping, I have a different video detailing every single thing that me and my friends bring to Coachella every year, in case you're still needing a little guidance with that, and I will link it in the description below. If you have any other questions, feel free to ask me on here, on any other of my socials, or even if you see me in person at the festival. I'm more than happy to help anytime. And whether this is your first time at Coachella or you're 8, I cannot wait to see you in the desert. Happy Coachella! Happy Coachella! My eye is red. Happy Coachella!